Your Bogu is meant to give you more than just protection. It's also a reflection of how much attention to detail you give, but it gives also an image of yourself to judges in a testing panel, to the shimpan in a competition, and overall to your peers. It's meant to last you for quite a while, especially if you really take good care of it. I recorded the video you're about to see last year, right before the whole pandemic started. I didn't post it because I didn't feel like it was relevant. I refound the footage, so now I'm sharing that with you. But I'm gonna share with you a little bit of the things that I feel that I missed on that video. At this moment, when you put in your Bogu away, it is also an opportunity for you to examine what may need to be repaired or replaced. So some of the most common things I like to pay attention to at this moment are the himo. Whether are the men himo, the do himo, or the tare himo, I like to make sure that they're not about to rip, they're looking good. If they need to be replaced or sent out for repair, I try to do that before they break in practice, especially because I hate when they break right before I start going to practice and then I have to do the little knot. I think it looks funny. I would like to avoid that as much as possible. The next thing is going to be the do leather pieces, whether it's the ones at the top or the ones on the sides. I like to make sure that first they're not coming off loose, they're not coming undone, or they're also not about to break. If that's happening, I try to either repair or replace it before that happens. I know a lot of people pay attention to the palm of the kote, but I also like to pay attention to the leather around the palm. If you have an orisashi kote, you also should take care or take a look at the top of your kote and the leather by the wrist. Also, the himo of your kote. A lot of the times I see that the himos on the kote come undone, they're dangling around. I personally don't like that. I think it should look nice and tight. So I try to make sure that they're tight, that everything is nice and neat. Also, with use, the kote tend to kind of get a little bit tighter towards the wrist and wider towards the edge. I like to make sure that everything is nice and straight, it looks fine, looks good, and it's giving me the most protection it can through my practices. A lot of the injuries that we may see in Kendo and we find in Kendo are due to lack of proper care of our equipment, so I think this is a perfect opportunity to start taking a look at some of the stuff that may miss. If you have any questions about this or you feel like I missed anything, please leave it down in the comment box below. Also remember, I do live streaming Sundays at 3:30 p.m. You can pass by, ask questions, share your thoughts. We watch Kendo videos together, we talked about Kendo together. Overall, we try to have a good time. You're always welcome there. I also have a Discord that I will leave the link below. We have a great community there. I invite you to come check it out. I guess I didn't do my introduction. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Jose. I'm a Yondan in Kendo. Today I'm going to be sharing how I put my Bogu away. I hope you find this useful. If you do, please hit the like button. Also, if you would like to see more Kendo content, hit the subscribe button with a little notification bell so you know when I'm going live or I post new videos. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you on Sundays. Stay safe and enjoy the video. So you're done with practice. When I put your Bogu away, I'm going to show you how I do it. I purposely today brought one of my oldest tare, and the reason I did that is just to show some of the wear and tear that happens on it. If you make sure that you flatten your himo after every practice, it will help you keep it longer. Also, if you wash it once in a while, you get rid of the salt, and that will also help a lot. The main thing you want to do is you want to make sure after every practice, you make sure it's flat. Then, the way I do it, especially depending on how long your himos are, some people like to fold them here and loop around them. I like to keep them nice and stretched, so I like to stretch them out towards the section of the tare and go underneath. Again, trying to keep it nice and flat, and the excess at the end, just fold it. Now, depending on how long the himo are, it can be from the front, it can be from the back. I want to just make sure that they're nice and flat. Okay, once I have them all wrapped up, I'll put it down and I'll put the dough on top of it. Now, I like to keep the outer part facing the dough to help protect it. Just put it out this way. Bring it forward. Now, some people like to tie it out this way. I don't like it that way because I feel like you kind of like mess with the shape of this right here. So I try to keep that as flat as possible. What I do is I put one string over under this section of the tare and then one over this one. Kind of looks like this. Bring it forward. Then with the shorter himo, I go around the tare. Make a quick bow. Okay, and that's with that. The next part working on the men. After practice, the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that the extra sweat, I clean it out with my tenagui. Right? Dry it out a little bit. As you can see, my man's actually kind of dirty. That's from all the sweat accumulated. If you'd like to see a video on how to wash your man, leave a comment below. Okay, after I'm done drying out the man as best I can, what I like to do is, because I'm a little bit peculiar how I like my man to fit, and I like the folds to be forward. Now, I already shaped this man, and in order to kind of keep the same shape, what I do is that I store the man inside of the dough, and I kind of just make sure to pull the flaps from the side towards me a little bit and give that shape. And the himo, I just make sure I keep them neatly on it, and there's no faults on the himo. Everything should be straight. Then I'm done with that. For the kote, this is actually the one that I think is the most important to do if you want to keep your kote lasting longer. After every practice, what I like to do is I like to get rid of some of the wrinkles of the folds inside of the kote. Make sure I straighten them out, because you will notice that the kote start breaking right where that leather folds, and there's a little bit of extra friction. So by keeping the kote flat, you're actually helping it extend its life. And that's it. After that, I just put it in the bag. When I get home, I can take it out. And one thing you can do, or I do sometimes to keep that shape, is that I lay it down on a flat surface, just so way the meant that it has a little bit of extra space to expand. But that's pretty much how I keep it. And from here, put it in my bag and take it home. You want to make sure that before the next practice, all your equipment is dry. So obviously try taking it out of the bag. I don't like to put it on direct sunlight, and as a matter of fact, I try to never take them out, just keep it inside of the house. But you do want to make sure that it's dry. If you have an extra set of kote specifically, and your kote are not dry before that practice, I'll suggest you to just use that other pair, and it will just be better. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when new videos are coming out, and if you enjoyed this content, please leave a like button, okay? Thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next video.